Oh, I was muted as usual. Hello, guys. Welcome to Surface Tuesday. I know I sound like a commentator, right? It's always been my dream actually to be a radio DJ. But anyway, guys, those of you who are joining me today, thank you so much. Okay, of course, I'm Shawn. Okay, I'm the trainer at Microsoft, and as you can see, I have a very nice background today. So I think you guys should be able to hear me clearly, right? Let me see. Let me just check my Facebook and see whether are there people already tuning in. Okay, yes, I do see. If you guys can hear me, can see me, please drop some comments in the chat. Okay, so those of you who are here again, welcome. Okay, today's episode, yeah, in a way it's an episode. Today's episode is what we call the Surface Tuesday. Okay, why? Because we're gonna talk about Surface on a Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah. So it's Surface Tuesday. Or Surface Tuesday is really up to you. Anyway, for this episode, I'm gonna be talking a bit more again about the Surface Pro X. But I know what some of you must be wondering, right? Like, how come Shawn keep talking about Pro X all the time? Well, because I love the Pro X so much, that's why I love talking about it. Okay, the Pro X is a really good device, of course. That's why I also love talking about it all the time. But I think some of you know, of course, the thing about the Pro X is that people still has a lot of hesitance when they want to buy this device. Okay, even though here I have my own personal Surface Pro X here, a bit difficult to see in the light, but I am a huge advocate of the Pro X, not because I work for Microsoft, but because I use the device a lot, and based on my use case scenarios, this device is actually quite ideal for me. So, in this session today, I want to do things a bit differently in the sense that, normally you watch me doing training or during previous live streams, and I talk about, Pro X is designed for who, and stuff like that. But this time I realized that let's just put it to the test in that sense, and I want to show you guys that some of the apps that actually run and work on the Surface Pro X. So, okay, give me a moment. I have too many devices here to manage, so let me just share my Pro X screen. So here you have my Surface Pro X screen, and instead of just talking with PowerPoint slides again like a standard training session. Oh wait, before I continue, let me see whether I had any comments so far. No comments, guys. Any hi, hello, hi Shawn. Just any comments so that I know that you guys are tuning in and watching me right now. Let's see. Oh, someone said hi. Wailun said hi. Hi Wailun. Okay, thank you. So I feel better that there are people who are actually watching in and actually responding to me as well. So anyway, like I was saying, right? So typically whenever I talk about Pro X, I usually use like training decks and stuff. But it's a bit boring to hear the same thing over and over again, right? And this time, like I said earlier, I wanted to show you guys instead of just talking so much, right? Let's just show you some, what are the things that can run on the Pro X, and once and for all settle the debate in that sense that doesn't mean the Pro X is a bad device, just because it cannot run certain apps, right? So as you can see here, this is my own personal Surface Pro X. Yeah, I know this may be turning some people off having the taskbar at the top, so I'll shift it down for you guys. So again, the Pro X has a lot of flack in the sense that people are always saying, Pro X cannot run certain apps, means the Pro X is a lousy device. But just a quick refresh as usual, right? Whenever we do any training, we are always talking about use case scenario and needs. So the Surface Pro X is built towards certain needs in mind, right? And we talk about this a lot also. In if you are kind of profile, you're kind of user who live a very web-based lifestyle, you run typical office apps, and this is the device for you. So I'm not going to run through the whole specs and things again, right? But I keep repeating myself, but I will just demonstrate to you. So before going live today, I was thinking, what should I talk about? What is it so different about Pro X that I haven't talked about? And then again, I realized that, I haven't shown the popular apps that run, and it's going to be very helpful to you guys who sell this device to the consumer, right? And then you can very confidently now say, hey, I saw that this guy from Microsoft, right? Actually, he showed how you can run these applications, so you don't have to worry. So first series of apps that I just want to demonstrate is browsers. Okay, I think you can see, yes, you can see perfectly on the screen. So browsers is one of the most important things I would say on a computer other than the operating system itself. So if you take a look here, okay, the Pro X, even though it runs this ARM architecture, which again we'll talk about what's the benefit of ARM, but you can see here you still have the choice to choose your preferred not operating system, sorry, your preferred browser. So of course at Microsoft we are always encouraging you to use Microsoft Edge. Okay, Edge has a lot of benefits. It's very good on the battery life, especially for ARM devices. It has a lot of very good back-end features as well, but we do understand that some people want choice. They want to run Google Chrome, they want to run even Firefox. So as you can see here, right, you can actually do so. Yeah, you can install Chrome, okay, you can install Edge, you can use Firefox. So we give you that choice, and doesn't mean it's an ARM device you cannot run these popular browsers as well, but you actually can. Of course, I'm not going to open the browser and show you. Everybody knows how a browser looks like. If you don't believe me that the browser actually works, you think I just put an icon there. Actually, that's not how it. Okay lah, I just open one for you lah. I'll open one for you. Okay, I'll open Chrome. Okay, in fact, I don't think I've ever used Chrome on this device because I use Edge so much. Okay, but as you can see, yes, Chrome runs perfectly on the Pro X. Okay, and again, just to address that, no, don't try not to think that I'm bluffing you guys and then I just put some random icon there. Whatever apps you see here means they are designed to run on this device and they work perfectly fine. Okay, so in terms of browsers, yes, there are choices. Okay, your Pro X is not going to limit you or you can only use Internet Explorer or Edge. No, okay, you have these choices as well. So quite straightforward, I would say browsers. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let me see, streaming. So a lot of us, we use a device, especially for a Pro X, we talk about how it's a 2-in-1 form factor. So you're doing work, once you're done with work, you can just detach and enjoy your videos, enjoy your comments. Enjoy web surfing, enjoy Spotify, whatever you want, right? So Pro X is designed for that, and to show you, right, the popular streaming apps are actually all available to download here as well. So whether it's Spotify, whether you want to keep that, listen to music, okay, you want to watch Netflix, I don't know who has Amazon Prime here. If anyone has Amazon Prime, please just share in the group, in the chat here lah. I use Amazon Prime. I use Amazon Prime, by the way. Okay, and it's interesting to see how Amazon Prime is actually even available in the Pro X to download from the Microsoft Store. Okay, if you have no idea, or if you don't use Amazon Prime, I would highly suggest you to also download and try. Okay, I'm not here to advocate any particular shows, but if you heard about the recent Borat movie, right, it's actually exclusive on Prime Videos. So you can actually go check it out here. Again, I'm not here to advocate that show lah. Okay, just sharing with you lah. Okay, and iTunes as well. So I don't know who still use iTunes or Apple. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say who still use. What am I saying? A lot of people use iTunes. Okay, I don't use iTunes for like the longest time already. But if you are Apple user, you're on the Apple ecosystem and you have all this music in Apple Music, and to you think like, I need an iPad, I need a Mac device. The answer is no, because look, even on a Windows device, even on a Pro X, you actually can install Apple Music. And those of you who are wondering, okay, what icon this is, you must be a bit hipster to know this. No insult to anyone who doesn't know this icon, it's not very popular, but this is Tidal. Tidal is sort of another alternative to Spotify streaming music. So Tidal app is also here as well. So I just want to showcase how popular streaming apps, right, that actually can be found and installed within this device itself. So we talk about browsers. Popular browsers are here. You want to do your streaming, you have all these popular streaming apps as well. Okay, let's look at the chat real quick. Sorry, I know I'm treating this like my own home, but I really want my house to look like this. This be the perfect. I don't mind just streaming all the time here already. Okay, as usual, I get distracted very easily. Moving on. So everyday life, our everyday lives, when we use a device, sometimes we're focusing between productivity and also entertainment, so like streaming and stuff. How about social? So similarly, the most popular social apps that we everyday use, right, like Instagram. You have Instagram here. You want to use Line, WeChat, WhatsApp. I don't use WeChat, by the way. I don't know, so who use WeChat? You should be happy that your Pro X can support WeChat or Windows supports WeChat. Okay, but the fact is that yes, popular chat apps are all here as well. So you live that kind of lifestyle where you use a device not just for work, but also for communication, to socialize, right? The Pro X can do all that. Again, I'm not going to open WhatsApp to show you. Okay, don't worry, I'm not conning you. I'm not just putting an icon there. I can 100% guarantee you that the WhatsApp is a real WhatsApp lah. It really works lah. I don't want to open because all my private messages are there. But anyway, and like shared Telegram also. So chat apps all are here, and it's you see now, right? Like I know I haven't gone through all the apps. I'm not going through every single apps, but it's more believable now that you're able to see that, hey, you know what, yeah, the Shawn said that I can install Telegram, right? Actually, yeah, it's true, Telegram is here, WhatsApp is here. So, you know, when you meet the kind of customers who you after you uncover like some of the needs, you ask the question and they're like, yeah, I need this device, travel a lot, you know, I do basic office work, I want to stay connected thanks to the LTE, I want to check my friends. Look, all these apps are working, right? Any question, of course, please feel free to ask me. Okay, even though I know most of the people here. Hi guys. Okay, a bit too late to say hi, but yeah, hi again. Okay, anyway, moving on. So creativity. Again, it's not just productivity, sometimes also has a bit of creativity component to it. You know, when I want to do a bit of video editing, I want to be a bit of I want to do a bit of Photoshop, photo editing and things like that, right? So, you know, yes, the Pro X is not designed to be like a full creative Photoshop kind of device, right? You know, if you need something like that, then you gotta get something. You gotta get something else. You gotta upsell. You know, like the Book 3 or Pro 7 Laptop 3. Okay, but we just want to show that in terms of basic creativity, right? You also got an option here. So I thought a lot. Let's just open now. So before I talk about Adobe Creative Cloud, let me just skip that for a moment. Okay, in fact, there is a Photoshop Express app. So the word Express there, like what I've been trying to emphasize is, you're not a full Photoshop user. Okay, you're just someone who wants to use Photoshop in an express manner, in a sense that you just edit photos a bit. You want to, you know, do some light editing. Photoshop is there. You can actually run inside. Okay, Paint 3D. I know we haven't gone through Paint 3D in a lot. I maybe, who knows, I have a session in the future where I'll talk a bit more about Paint 3D and some of the functionality, right? But Paint 3D is a very powerful tool in that, again, helps you explore your creativity. You can create, you know, wonderful pieces of art 3D. You can edit existing photos, pull out 3D elements, you know, and they're all available here as well. Video editor. So if you need to do a bit of video editing, okay, again, I'm very biased, but Windows has a very good and, you know, comprehensive video editing tool actually right inside. So you don't really need to download like a, I shouldn't say you don't need to, but if you're the kind of user who you're not going into Premiere Pro full time, you just film your friends go on holiday, or you film yourself on holiday, and then you just want to edit the video a bit, right? Okay, this app actually is more or less sufficient for you. And same thing for photos as well. So even if you want to edit photos, you know, the Photos app inside Windows 10 and of course the Surface Pro X, right? It's not just an app that helps you like look at photos lah. Okay, there's a lot of, you know, very simple tools to help you, you know, enhance your image and just to make your photos stand out a bit more, I would say. Okay, I see Deva Danny here has asked, can you play Minecraft? You actually can. So you can actually play Minecraft inside. So yeah, the short answer is yes. Okay, but we'll talk about I keep messing my words here. I apologize. I talk too fast. I should talk slower. Anyway, yes, we'll talk a bit about gaming later on. Okay, but I don't want to dive too much into it. But again, as you see here, creativity, right? You do have some implications. So I just want to address Adobe Creative Cloud real quick. So let me just open here. So yes, you can see my screen. I am a Adobe user. Okay, not saying that in a very boastful manner. It's just that it's part of the job, I would say. So I do very simple editing and stuff. So I do admit that I don't use the Pro X to do my full-on editing. Because again, right, the Pro X is not really designed specifically for these kind of things. You know, I have a separate device like the Book 3. But you know, if you're the kind of user or you meet users who don't use it full time, like what I keep emphasizing, right? You know, the Pro X is still sufficient when you want to do very casual and simple sort of editing again, like what I keep saying. So the reason why I want to talk about, or I open Creative Cloud, is I just wanted to address that, you know, I do admit, if you look at desktop, okay, Adobe does not have compatible apps yet for ARM on the Surface Pro X. Adobe has said, of course, that they are working to include sort of compatibility in the near future. And you know, another thing about compatibility is that I did not address at the start, but something we address a lot is that the Pro X can run only 32-bit apps or apps that are built for ARM32 and ARM64. But Microsoft has very recently announced, I think just last month, right, that they are actually looking into, you know, potentially in the future allowing even 64 bits to be emulated on this device. So that is something that you can actually look forward to sometime in the future. Just that I wanted to share that at this moment of time, Creative Cloud, you know, desktop versions don't have, okay, but there are some web versions, some some tools of Adobe that you actually can run by the web. So a very popular editing tool is Lightroom. As you can see here, right, you actually can run Lightroom on the web and edit your photos online as well. So just take note, you can download Creative Cloud inside, but some of the desktop apps are not available yet. But you do have the web versions that again gives you the option to go to the web and do some simple editing. Okay, and let's see what's next. And some miscellaneous apps. So we just put miscellaneous here is that some apps that people may want to use on the day-to-day basis, or so yes, I use SG Radio a lot. So you can run radio app inside here. Okay, Dropbox PDF is a very interesting app that you can open PDF documents, you can annotate, you can sign, you can draw. They're all built in this app itself. And yes, Microsoft, I know we advocate a lot for Teams, but the fact is that we do understand that a lot of people actually use things like Zoom when they go online, or they, for school. So a lot of students buy this device and they always want to know, can I use Zoom? And yes, you see here, right, Zoom actually runs as well. So okay, again, I'm not going to open for you. Okay, but the fact that you can install, right, it actually means that you actually have the ability to run it. Some last few apps. Okay, of course, Windows. It doesn't make sense if Microsoft built a Windows device, right, and they don't allow you to use the full Office productivity. So again, take a look here. Your full Office apps that you are very used to, that you're familiar with, right, on your typical desktop or other laptops, right, they actually are available to run on your Pro X as well. And a lot of people think that, oh yeah, it's Office, it's probably like a mobile version of Office. Okay, let me just demonstrate to you, right? Let me just demonstrate to you, okay, that it's not. We don't give you like this half-baked version of Office inside here. It's literally the full PowerPoint, for example. One of the new features we emphasize a lot for PowerPoint is design ideas. Okay, so design ideas, as you can see, right, it's actually here. So you're not gonna lose out on features like this. Oh, sorry. Okay, and let me just show a quick demonstration. I also talk about how with design ideas now you have things like all those animated cover pages that really adds more professionalism to your PowerPoint, right? They actually work here as well. So there may be a slight delay. I apologize because I have too many devices connected online. Okay, but you can see the full-on designer features and design ideas are all here. Okay, and your transitions like Morph, we advocate a lot for Morph previously. Morph is also available. So you get the gist of what I'm saying is that we're not giving you like a half-baked Office. It's literally the full version of Office in PowerPoint. Okay, it's not just in PowerPoint, but use Word a lot as well. So let me open Word. So Word, if we talk about features like designer, no, not designer, sorry, what am I saying? We talk about templates, so resume assistant. So you get your full list of resume assistant features here. If you were to open blank document, we talk about things like researcher. Let me see. Researcher, yes, researcher are all available here. If you have no idea what this feature I'm talking about, right, even though I've talked about it a lot of times, okay, you need a refresher, don't worry, you can always go online, okay, and learn a bit more. Or the next training session, if you guys join, just like, hey Shawn, you talk about researcher, right? Can you talk again? I forgot what is it. Okay. And just to go back again, Office, yes. So the full productivity suite is here, your Outlook, your Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneDrive, Microsoft Teams, OneNote, they're all available for you to use. So let's just go back very quickly to what we talked about previously on the Pro X, right? Like, who is this device designed for? So again, if you are the kind of Office user where you run these Office apps, okay, for work, and then you like the two-in-one form factor because once you're done with work, right, you have that functionality and that flexibility to just surf the web and then enjoy your streaming video, do your social apps, right? As you can see here, right, this device actually does it very, very well. And again, some people, they're like, oh, I want to play games. This device cannot play games. Or I won't say cannot play games, cannot play a lot of modern games. So they're like, oh, this device is lousy. So again, you need to understand that the Pro X is not designed to play games. So you want to play games, you either use another device that has like a graphic card that gives you that flexibility and power to play games. Or some people even say that, oh, I want to run Photoshop Premiere Pro. This device is lousy because you cannot run. So again, that's not really the case, right? Because the Pro X is not designed for this. Think of it this way, someone buys a Toyota, okay, a Toyota or Honda is a very good car, right? Some of you here maybe drive a Toyota, maybe drive Honda. Every time I take Grab, it's a Toyota Honda. It's a good car. It does what it does. Okay, but do you want it? Do you expect it to go on some like track and then race and expect it to beat a Ferrari, for example? No, it's not. Okay, so Ferrari on the other hand is built for speed. Not in Singapore, of course, lah. Okay, but built for speed. And then try to think of the analogy, lah. I'm not saying Pro X is a Toyota, right? But it's similar. Okay, there are a lot of devices that are literally designed for very different functionality, same like cars. Okay, let's see what else. A few more things I just want to talk about very, very quickly. You know, we also sort of have a solution. Let me skip this. I wanted to share with you some secrets that maybe previously I never share with you, or no one tell you, then you don't know. That sort of helps you. I won't say fully solve the app issue, but it can be used to help you sell the device and then share with customers. You know what? There are certain workarounds. If you're wondering what am I talking about, right? Let me just share with you something. So for example, let's say you use Shopee a lot. So you go to Shopee, you already see the Shopee bookmark there, but I'm not going to press that. I'm just going Shopee. So Shopee has an app, of course, right? But the app is not available in this Microsoft Store. But of course, you can go online as per normal, right? Through the web browser. Okay, but let me share with you a very interesting feature that I would highly advise you to use for certain websites that you access a lot. Okay, if you were to go to Edge, this is Edge browser by the way. So open Edge, go to a website like Shopee, and then select the 3 dots and go to apps. So it says here all apps and pins. So it has Lazada and Shopee. So previously I already added Shopee. Okay, what happens is that you can actually set a website to function like a web app. My bad lah. Shopee not the best example because I added here, but let me try to show you another example. YouTube. Okay, I go to YouTube. Let's say you watch videos a lot. You cannot find the app in the store. Okay, and then now YouTube, I press the 3 dots here. I select apps, and then you see a new option that says install this site as an app. Once you press that, right, it will ask you, install app, install. So what Windows 10 actually does, right, is they install this thing called progressive web apps for you. So automatically you see my YouTube is open in a separate window by itself, like as if it's an app. Okay, if I were to close this, I go to my app drawer. Okay, if I scroll through, okay, I will see YouTube is there. So it actually again mimics the functionality like as if it was an app. Okay, and Shopee, let's find Shopee Shopee here. So Shopee, I added as a web app previously before going live. So if I open now, right, tada, it acts and functions almost like as if you are running an app by itself. Okay, I know some people must be asking, why should I install a progressive web app over just going to the website? As you can see how fast it is. Firstly, I think it's the speed. It's that convenience whereby instead of going to a browser and just typing Shopee, right? Okay, you saw how fast it actually it's very fast. I don't even need to say how fast, I just show you. YouTube, press one time. Boom, open like a standard application. So you see here, this is again another functionality that we don't really share so much, right? But it can sort of help you, with some concerns customers have with regards to apps. I'm not here to tell you that this is meant to fully replace whatever apps that you have on your mobile phone or tablets, other operating system tablets, right? But it just sort of helps you see that it can function very similar. Okay, and again, you can use these kind of tools, right, to sort of convince customer that it's not really app limited in that sense. You do have these other sort of workarounds that can actually help you. Okay, another workaround that I wanted to share as well. Okay, let me see. Open here. Okay, opening this page. This is a very minor workaround. I won't say this is a full-on workaround, but if you go to the Chrome Web Store, for example. Okay, let me see. So if you go to the Chrome Web Store, you must be wondering why is Shawn going to the Chrome Web Store when he's using the Edge browser. So fun fact, okay, the Edge browser is actually built on the Chromium engine, same as Google Chrome. So again, you go to the Chrome Web Store, people use Google Chrome, they're like, wow, Chrome can install all this extension and add-ons and plugins. Okay, and let's say I scroll through, let me see, categories, photos. So add-ons are very good in that they give you this sort of shortcuts within the browser itself that you can do and accomplish certain things. So you know, like I just showed you here, I went to photos, right? So there are a lot of add-on photo plugins. Okay, like Be Funky, what says here? Instantly edit web page images and screenshots. Wow, sounds quite cool, right? You need to download edit. You can edit directly in the browser itself. So an add-on like this. Okay, it says here add to Chrome, I know. Okay, but what happens is that actually it's adding into your Microsoft Edge browser. And then tada! Okay, the icon or the shortcut is automatically here and I can edit very, very quickly. So again, this is sort of another alternative workaround to help customers see how. Let me paraphrase properly lah. Okay, this is just another workaround, right, that you can use to help people see that there are a lot of tools out there that can help them accomplish what they want. But there's photo editing, video editing, or simpler stuff, through the web browser. If you're wondering, okay, how do we do this? Okay, is it on by default? It may not be on by default. Okay, it may not be on. So just make sure that when you go to Edge browser, and then you go to extensions here. Okay, you click on extensions. This will show you all the extensions you have available. Okay, but just make sure you enable here. Yeah, bottom left hand side here. Okay, allow extension from other stores. So make sure you enable that. Once you enable that, right, you actually can start installing all your Chrome apps. Chrome extensions within the Edge browser itself. And honestly, I think this gives you even more incentive to use the Microsoft Edge browser. We talked about this a lot before. People still have this misconception that Edge is Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer is sort of not the best browser in the world, so they don't want to use Edge. But we're just here to share that Edge is now entirely a new browser. Okay, we give you what you want in the sense that it's optimized very well for Windows, especially on ARM. Okay, people use Chrome a lot. Why? Because of the Chrome add-on, because of the Chrome engine, and Microsoft actually worked with Google, right, to implement those features within Edge itself. So I would highly advise you, right, to give Edge browser a try. Deva said he loves Edge. Yes, I also use Edge a lot. Okay, I won't lie, I use Edge a lot. And very good point by Deva. Edge browser saves battery as well because it is the browser that has been optimized for Windows and Microsoft. Something that an additional feature I would say also good for Edge is that you actually can open PDF files with Edge browser and you can actually use the pen and draw and annotate or sign. And before I go, I apologize if I'm shouting, okay, but one last thing. Okay, I know some of you here know that I always say one last thing, but I have one more thing that I think is a very useful tool to help you again, demonstrate to users how the Pro X is not really a device that is limited in terms of apps you can run. Okay, and the thing that I want to talk about, or the app that I want to use, is Your Phone. So if you have no idea what Your Phone app is, okay, Your Phone is an amazing application that allows you to sync your Android device to your Microsoft PC, in this case the Surface Pro X. So there are a lot of features on the side here. I won't go through all of them. Okay, we've done this before, but who knows? Maybe in the future we can have a session or live stream fully on the features of Your Phone. Okay, or actually, right, if you want to learn about Your Phone, I would highly advise you as well to go to the YouTube page, search Expert Zone SG, and then there's actually a wonderful video by this guy named Shawn who actually he demonstrated lah. Yeah, I heard Shawn is a good chap. So anyway, he uploaded that video. You can go watch. Okay, he shows all the full functionality. Okay, but for today, this Shawn, okay, it's actually the same Shawn lah, in case you didn't know. Okay, this Shawn, what I'm gonna do now is that I show you a very unique feature of Your Phone app, which is you see here, right? What happens is that the Your Phone app on my Pro X is showing me all the apps I have on my mobile device. Okay, and okay, in case you're wondering, what's going to happen? Are you going to open the app, or is the app going to open when I press yes? So you actually have the ability to run some of your Android apps via mirroring onto your PC. So let me see, what app shall I open? Very tough choice. I don't want to open something. IMDb lah. Maybe IMDb is not the best option. Why can't I choose? Let's see. Grab. Where's my Grab app? Grab. Oh, I got search functionality. See, if you're like me, you cannot find where is this Grab app. You just search Grab. Okay, and then of course, right, look here. What happens is that the Grab app, okay, automatically opens in a window in your Windows PC. How cool is that? No, seriously, how cool is that? Right, you got no Grab app on your Windows PC, okay, but you have it on your phone. And then look at it now. You actually can, if both of them are connected via Wi-Fi, I can order food on my PC, right? And it's, again, I'm not trying to say that it's fully replacing whatever apps built for Windows, right? But yeah, you still got, I don't know what else to say lah, other than the fact that isn't it quite cool that you can do this? Okay, wait. Not just Grab, right? Let's say, you know, I share with you a secret about me is that I still play Pokemon Go, by the way. Okay, don't tell my boss. So I know Pokemon Go is not the best example, but you know what, guys? Let's say I'm using my phone, but you're in a meeting. No, you're in a meeting, and then you cannot be seen using your phone to play Pokemon Go. Right? I don't know. Can you imagine that? You're having a physical meeting, and then you suddenly whip out your phone, and then you own Pokemon Go. I think people will judge you, man. But you have your PC in front of you. You have your Pro X in front of you. Okay, and then you can just open Pokemon Go, and then let it load and play. Okay, it looks like Pokemon Go is not the best example because clearly I'm using too much bandwidth. I don't know why you notice, not an excuse. I don't know why you notice Pokemon Go tend to take quite a long time to on recently. But yeah, the fact is that you can play. I really want to demonstrate Pokemon Go working, but you know, I think my signal here not that great. Okay, let me demonstrate to you one last application that maybe we use a lot. Let's see. WhatsApp lah, no lah. WhatsApp got my personal message. Later you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay lah, random app lah, Flipboard. So Flipboard is a news aggregator app which I use a lot. Okay, instead of using Flipboard on my phone when I'm in meeting, because sometimes meetings are very boring. But you know, I don't want people to see me like using my phone too much lah. So you can even open an app like Flipboard. Okay, and I can scroll through. I read the news. Oh, by the way, right, I can use my finger to navigate. Okay, like as if I'm using the touchscreen on my mobile device. So let's see. Okay. The worst thing always, right? When I want to demo, half the time it isn't fully working. But don't worry, okay? Don't worry. The reason why I can give you an excuse. The reason why, you know, it may seem a bit slow now is that you have to understand that I'm streaming from my PC. I'm streaming on this. I'm sharing my screen. I'm, you know, connecting them all together. So I'm actually using a lot of bandwidth. But you know, this is not the sort of ideal case scenario that people go through every day. But you do get the point. Okay, normal use case scenario, you're just using one device connected online. Okay, and then now you can sync your devices and you can run all your apps without any problem. Okay, and it's not just apps itself. Okay, before I go, okay, let me just show you how your phone app allows you to actually mirror your phone screen as well. Skip for now. It says here we can't connect to your phone. Okay, like I said, like I shared earlier lah. Okay, just try to understand that it's because too much connection issues here. Okay, but anyway, with that, right, I hope you guys actually learn a bit about the Pro X. I would say learn a bit about Pro X. I think you guys have learned about Pro X for like the longest time we talk about it. But again, I hope you have seen now, right, in terms of demo and you know what are some amazing apps that actually work. Okay, what are some workaround solutions that you can use, and then you know how you can also use your phone, right, to sort of lessen the pain of not being able to run certain apps out. Just to summarize everything. Okay, Microsoft's ultimate goal with the Surface family of devices, right, is we want to build a device for different needs. So if you're entry-level user, you're a younger student, you're elderly, whatever, you want something very portable, but you don't need like, you know, portable, affordable, you don't need the full specs and processor, you just want to run Office or the web and stuff, you got your Surface Go 2, and then you also have your Surface Laptop Go, which is coming very, very soon. Don't forget pre-order if you want. And then you got your Surface Pro X. Pro X is designed for those who live on the web. So again, you are on the go a lot. Okay, you need LTE connectivity. This one has it. You want a device that is very, very lightweight, has amazing battery life because you're always out. Okay, but still can run your office productivity and whatever on the side that you need, like streaming, entertainment, social, whatever you want. Pro X is perfect for you. Okay, of course you want that a bit more in the sense that you want the flagship Surface devices that, you know, can almost run anything you throw at it. Okay, anything of course depending on, like, you know, the capabilities lah. You know, don't Pro 7, you say Shawn say anything, but then you try to go and play Flight Simulator, cannot. Okay, I don't mean that kind of anything lah, but you get what I mean. Okay, then of course you got a you got a Pro 7 and you have the Laptop 3. If you want the thing that can literally run almost anything without any issue, whether it's your full Photoshop, whether it's your games, I don't know what else requires heavy graphics, like you are a student who runs AutoCAD, 3D rendering, Then of course you have the Surface Book 3. So you can see it's a very clear divide, what device for what. And again, this video today I just wanted to show you how, you know, the Pro X, right, is actually capable enough to run some of the more popular apps that people actually need and want to use. And with that, guys, I'm done. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you have enjoyed our Surface Tuesday on this Tuesday. I know I sound very corny when I do that, but it's a fact, okay? I hope you enjoyed this Surface Tuesday. Now, if you need more information, you want to learn more, right? We have many different avenues for you. Okay, I would highly advise. I know I use that word a lot, I really highly advise. Okay, go to the YouTube channel, go and subscribe to our Expert Zone SG YouTube page where we share a lot of amazing videos. Go to our Facebook Expert Zone, okay, where we will share again some amazing content. Okay, go Expert Zone online, do accreditations, get some rewards, and also follow us on Instagram. So you want some more light, casual, very easy to read, go through content, right? You can go to Expert Zone SG on Instagram as well. And with that, okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for those of you who are watching my face. Okay, some of you may be watching later on when it's not live. Okay, but again, thank you. And with that, bye, guys.